Hi students, good afternoon. I am here with English literature class. Lesson 4, The Chimney Sweeper. From the title of the poem, we understand that it is a work, it's a kind of work. Chimney, what is chimney? Chimney, usually we keep it in the kitchen to release the smoke to go. Chimney. Okay, through chimney the smoke used to be released, and sweeper means one who cleans the chimney. That's the meaning. Now I would like to introduce the theme of the poem. The theme of this poem is all about the loss of innocence for children. When mothers die, fathers were usually left without a choice. They had no way to care for their children. Some of them felt they had no choice other than sell their children for work. It is a heartbreaking poem of children who have to not only deal with the death of a parent but take on an adult role as well. It is also heartwarming that an angel appears to them in a dream and lets them know that everything is going to be all right. Now, I would like to read out the poem for you, line by line. So, the poem is told from the perspective of a young chimney sweep, a boy who has been sold into labor by his father. So when I read out the poem for you, his father sold him after the death of his mother. So the sweep meets a new recruit to the chimney sweeping gang named Tom Dacre, who arrives terrified. Now I would like to read out the poem for you. First 4 lines I will read. When my mother died, I was very young, and my father sold me while yet my tongue could scarcely cry, weep, weep, weep. So your chimneys I sweep, and in soot I sleep. So this is the first 4 lines of the poem. Actually what happened here, the boy's mother died and the father was unable to take care of him. The father was unable to take care of him, so his father sold the boy to someone else, and this man forced him to work in a chimney. So we know that it is a hard work. To work in a chimney, to clean a chimney, it is a hard job for a child of 9 years, 8 years or 10 years. It is very hard. So when his mother died and father told he was unable, when his father sold him, he was unable to say anything. He could do only cry and weep. He was unable to utter a word. And he cleaned chimney and the soot. What is soot? A deep black powder. When we burn the wood, deep black powder is there, that is known as soot. S-O-O-T. S-O-O-T. And he used to sleep in that condition. After the cleaning the chimney, you can see the face of this boy, small boy, his face everywhere, that black color you can see. So that is the powder. That is soot. So this is the explanation of the first 4 lines of the poem. Now the second stanza, there's little Tom Dacre who cried when his head, that curled like a lamb's back, was shaved. So I said, hush Tom, never mind it, for when your head's bare, you know that the soot cannot spoil your white hair. So what do we see in the second stanza? Tom Dacre is the other boy who is upset because he has to have his head shaved off. So this little boy started weeping, and here Tom consoled the author, the poet, consoled him that's who cried when his head that curled like lamb's back was shaved, when his head was, he was having a haircut. The little boy was weeping. Then Tom said, "Never mind it. Why do you bother? Why do you cry? Never mind it. Now it will be easy. No ash will remain in your head, and nothing will be, your white hair will be safe. Nothing will be, no black color will be there on your head. Nothing can spoil your white hair." He tries to console the boy. Though he is in full of sorrow, he tries to console the other boy. Forgetting his own pain and his own sorrow, he tries to console Tom Dacre. So there is a little Tom Dacre. Little Tom Dacre means small. He befriends Tom Dacre. He meets Tom Dacre when he started weeping. Who cried when his head that curled like a lamb's back was shaved. So I said, "Hush, Tom, never mind it. For when your head's bare," head's bare means when your head is empty, when there is no hair, you know that the soot cannot spoil your white hair. When you don't have any hair on your head, the soot, the ash cannot remain on your head. Now we go moving to the third stanza. "And so he was quiet, and that very night, as Tom was sleeping, he had such a sight that thousands of sweepers, Dick, Joe, Ned, and Jack, were all of them locked up in coffins of black." What do you mean by the terms? I will. So when the boy consoled Tom Dacre, he was silent. He kept quiet. And that very night, Tom had a dream, and in the dream he saw thousands of sweepers. It is named here, Dick, Joe, Ned, and Jack. Thousands of sweepers he dreamt, and he saw all of them were locked up in coffins black. Coffins black. What is coffin black? Coffins black means both the dark and narrow chimneys where the young boys spent most of their days and nights. Coffins black. Coffin black means the narrow chimney. Chimney you might have seen. Chimney, a flat, then a one big pipe will be there. So that is coffins black. Coffins black means dark and narrow chimneys where the boys spent most of their days and nights. Alright, this is the meaning of coffins black. So he had a terrible dream, or a frightening dream, in that he saw that they were all locked up. Many boys, many sweepers were locked up there. So it was, for a small boy, it was very terrifying, very frightening thing. So that was the dream he had, when the poet had. Alright, the poet means the boy had, the small young boy had. So he was quiet, and that very night, as Tom was sleeping, he had such a sight, such a sight. Sight here means dream, such a dream, that thousands of sweepers, Dick, Joe, Ned, and Jack, were all of them locked up in coffins black. Coffins black, in black color. That chimney is black in color, that hole is black in color. Next stanza. "And by came an angel who had a bright key, and he opened the coffins and set them all free. Then down a green plain, leaping, laughing they run, and wash in a river and shine in the sun." So in that dream, again, some type of hope arose in his mind. What was that hope? An angel came with a key. Who is an angel? One who protects us. In our Christian belief, in Christian faith, we believe that angels protect us. So there is a religious background in this poem. The religious background, it is said that an angel came with a key and opened the coffin's black and let them free, and they were all free. Then the boy he sees a lawn, green grass. In that green grass, they leaped, they jumped and laughing, and they ran and they washed themselves, and they stood under the sun. So in this poem, this stanza gives us some positive thinking that the boy was having some sort of relief, some sort of enjoyment in his life. How he was able to enjoy? He saw the angel in his dream, and the angel set them free from the black coffin. Again, they were allowed to play, they were allowed to jump, they were allowed to laugh, and they were bathed in a river, and they stood under the sun and they shone in the sun. So this is what the poem, the explanation of the poem. Then naked and white, all their bags left behind, they rise upon clouds and spot in the wind. And the angel told Tom, if he would be a good boy, he would have God for his father and never want joy. So angel liked Tom and he warned him, and the angel asked, and in that happiness they forgot their bags, everything. They rise upon the clouds. They were flying in the clouds and spot in the wind. They were moving and playing in the wind. And angel told Tom, if he was a good boy, what he is going to get? He would have God for his father. If you are a good boy, your father will be God. God will become your father, and you will never want joy. You will be happy forever. You will want means lack. L-A-C-K, lack. You will never lack joy. You will be happy forever. So what is the content of this line? We have to be good children. The angel warned Tom, if you are good, God will be your father and you will never lack that joy. You will be very happy. Always you will be happy. So then naked and white means, if it is said that when we die, in our Christian belief we say that when we die, we will be, if we are good persons, we will be carried into the heaven. So in heaven there is we don't wear any cloth, or there is no gender discrimination, male, female, nothing is there. So then naked and white, all their bags left behind, they rise upon clouds and spot in the wind. And the angel told Tom, if he would be a good boy, he had have God for his father and never want joy. And now we have reached up to the last stanza of the poem. And so Tom awoke. So I discussed with you that Tom was sleeping and he had this dream in his sleep. Tom awoke and we rose in the dark and got with our bags and our brushes to work, though the morning was cold. Tom was happy and warm. So if all do their duty, they need not fear harm. So it was a dream that the boy was having, and he got up in the morning. It was dark and got with our bags. He took his bag and brushes Bag and brushes means they started to do work. Though the morning was cold, that was very cold morning, but our little Tom was warm. Why he was warm? Why he was feeling warm? Why he was happy? Because last night he had a beautiful dream. So if all do their duty, they need not fear harm. So it is said that children look to God for protection. We all look to God for protection as they go about their business. So these children of the poem, they look to God for protection as they begin their daily work. If they all do their duty sincerely, then they need not fear any harm. We can apply it to ourselves. If we do our work sincerely, there is no need of fearing anyone. We will be blessed by God. So if all do their duty, they need not fear any harm. So it was a warning given to Tom by the angel in a dream. The angel warned Tom that if you are sincere in your work, there is no need of fearing any harm. God will be your father. You never lack any type of joy. You will be always happy. This is the poem written by William Blake. William Blake, English poet and painter. He wrote many poems for children. Okay. He published his most popular collection, Songs of Innocence. That collection of poem is known as Songs of Innocence. So this is also a poem. The innocence of the children is mentioned, is the theme of the poem. The children, very young children, used to work hard day and night in the chimneys, and by the end of the day they used to be black, and they used to sleep in that state or in that condition. So only one word meaning is given here, that is soothe. You have to study that, and I ask you to study 8 lines of the poem by heart. Alright, so I am stopping my class here. Thank you dear students for listening me. Thank you. Bye bye.